AITAH for withdrawing wife privileges from my boyfriend until he proposes to me? My 29F boyfriend 31M and I have been together for 7 years. I had voiced that I wanted to be engaged before the 4-year mark, and he agreed at the time. When we were 6 months from our 4th anniversary, I brought up marriage again and said I expected to get married. He was finishing his master's program and said he wanted to get out of student debt and get his finances in order. I bit my tongue and understood that we are partners, so I tried to meet him halfway. He earns good money, and we moved in together 2 years into our relationship. We did long distance when he was in his master's program. My job is remote, so I moved to his hometown, 3 hours away from the original. I've seen all my friends and cousins get married. It's hard to feel happy for them when my ring finger is empty, and everyone starts asking me. Lately, my partner has been thriving at work and enjoying his new life, almost as if he forgot about our personal goals. When I brought it up again, I sensed he was dragging his feet. He said he didn't have enough money for a ring or wedding savings but could buy the motorbike he always wanted. He said our life is good as is and asked, why do we need validation from the world? You are on your own health insurance, so what's the point? All of this left me heartbroken. Why don't I deserve to be his wife after being his girlfriend for so long? Does he not love me enough to make a romantic gesture for me, choosing me over his useless bike? I talked to my sister, who got engaged 2 years into a relationship, and her approach was simple yet effective. She told me to withdraw all wife privileges from him until I get that title, that he has to earn me. No more cleaning and cooking for him, moving out, or paying for his expenses. My boyfriend got mad because I didn't renew our lease and said it's a poor way of handling things. He said we need this constant in our life to preserve intimacy and told me this is the precedent I'm setting for our eventual marriage. I have been a wife for you without the title. I gave myself completely to you, only to expect you to do this one thing for me. I've waited long enough. I don't believe in ultimatums, so I am not going to force your hand. I am simply acting as your girlfriend now. If you really want our relationship to go back to what it was, you better give me an upgrade. AITAH? Edit. To all the dense folks asking why don't I just propose, I have something to say that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Some people like things to be traditional, and he and I are certainly that. There's nothing wrong with wanting that. In our culture, in 2023, in hetero relationships, a woman making comments about being ready to marry wanting to get engaged is her proposal. Then it's up to the man to either accept by proposing formally or decline by not proposing. At that stage, the woman proposing is embarrassing herself by doing it, TBH. It's just a dumb gotcha where people pretend that cultural norms have evolved to how they wish them to be. Similar to the disingenuous wait, you've discussed marriage and both said you want it, surely that means you're engaged? Why are you waiting for a ring? He probably doesn't even realize you need one. You're engaged. Just book a venue? This pretends that proposals don't exist as a formal way of asking for marriage instead of merely expressing positive feelings toward the idea.